Today we're going to talk about an elastic waist skirt. So today we'll make such a nice skirt. It's a half circle skirt with an elastic waistband. Maybe you've heard that to make an elastic waist skirt you need to take 1.5 times more fabric than your measurements really are. Or even twice more. Take the hip measurement and distribute it on the elastic band. By doing this, we can be sure that we will be able to put it on. If we take less, we won't be able to do it. You can also use the chest measurement. So we will gather only the difference between the waist and the hips on the elastic band. Here is our elastic band, 3 cm wide, pretty tough. And we also have a usual cotton fabric. You need to take 2 lengths of fabric. Make an oblique angle. You need to cut the fabric on the bias. And put the fold towards yourself along the edge of the table. My hips are 118, so the half is 59 centimeters. Half is 59 centimeters and 1/4 about 30 centimeters. That means that the waistband of the skirt will be 120 centimeters. I will put it on easily. My waist is 102 centimeters, so I'll use just 18 centimeters for the gathers. When you cut, try to find the way to make as few gathers as possible. Gathers do not always mean good, especially taking into consideration that we are making a flat skirt. Today we'll show you how to cut the fabric, design a waistband, and sew a skirt very fast. We need to mark 1/4 of the waist, which is about 30 centimeters. I've already taught you how to do it. I have 30 centimeters here, you see, 30 or 32. Now put the thumb on the angle. And make the beam-like moves to put the 30 centimeter marks. Now measure it. I told you to check everything that you do. A bit more than 31 centimeter. Perfect. The length of the skirt will be 65 centimeters, so I need 66. Here are 66 centimeters, so I mark the length. We have the cotton fabric, so we need to cut the second layer in accordance with this one without designing again. If we had a silk or chiffon fabric, we would have to do it all again. It takes just 5 minutes to cut out the pattern. Cut this part. We make the beam-like moves to mark the line, so we have a straight line here. I've watched some videos and noticed that people make a lot of gathers, which I don't like at all. We'll iron these crumpled parts. I will look terrible in a skirt with a lot of gathers. I show you once again how to make an oblique angle. Hold this corner folded in halves and level the edges. And now put the folds towards yourself along the edge of the table. Be very careful. Now put the first half upon this one. I put it on the angle, found the coinciding position, and now can start cutting. When I said that you need 5 minutes to cut out such dress, it was not true. You need even less. I'll cut out the waistband now. The elastic band is ready. I want to cut the edge first, we don't need it. When I'm done with it, I can cut the waistband. You should always take a bit more for the waistband. If you need 120, take at least 130 centimeters. It's easier to cut the extra piece later. The waistband is 9 centimeters wide. I'll cut it now and you'll see how to construct it. We have 2 pieces of cloth, the waistband, so we can start working. Here's my waistband, it's made of 1 piece. If you don't have enough fabric for this, make it from 2, 3 or 4 pieces. It doesn't matter when you make an elastic waist skirt. Here's our front cloth or back one. It doesn't matter because they are absolutely the same. And now we're going to stitch the seams. Do not forget to steam the fabric before cutting out. Iron the waistband in halves. Hold it this way when ironing. The piece of cloth turned into the waistband. We asked Natasha to come up and help us. She's stitching the seams, and then she will process the edges with an overlock. We want to show you how easy it is to sew such skirt. Those of you who don't have an overlock can make a lapped seam, like in a pillowcase. Stitch one side, cut the offcuts, and then stitch from the inside. We do have an overlock. We stitched the seams, and now we're going to process the edges. Process the edges with an overlock. You should be very careful, or you can cut too much. It happened with the new tailors. But we are not going to do it. We're going to press it closed. We can't press it open because the edges were processed together. I've already told you a lot of times that Natasha irons very gently. I'm not as good as she is. The final ironing of the side seam. The side seams are ready. Now we will attach the waistband and the elastic band. Here's the upper edge of our skirt, do not stretch it. And here's the waistband. Cut the extra pieces. Connect the edges of the waistband so that it becomes round, but leave a space for an elastic band. Can you see that Natasha left a hole? We should iron it now. Press the waistband open. Here's a place where we will put our elastic band. Everything is very simple and fast. Of course, there are different techniques of connecting the waistband and the elastic band, but we want to show you the easiest way. Make a notch to mark the front and the back center lines. Also make the notches on the waistband, so that we know how to attach it. Fold it in halves and attach front to front. As well as the skirt itself, the waistband should be divided by the notches. Pin it notch to notch. All the 4 parts should be connected. Pin our waistband to the skirt. You can put a couple of pins here so that it's easier to stitch. And now let's stitch the waistband to the skirt.
Всегда, когда мелкая деталь соединяется с большой, это называется пристрочить, притачать, приметать.
Natasha is ready to stitch, but I want to enclose the elastic band here and see that we have 7 millimeters here left for the stitching. Check it before sewing, and you will have to buy a tighter band. Stitch the whole skirt circle-wise. Try not to make any folds, but even if you do, the elastic band will hide them all later. Remember that if the skirt is straight, you can iron it from the wrong side and then put an elastic band in the fold. But you can't do it with a flared skirt. You should make a waistband for it. Here's our skirt. The waistband is attached. Now we should process the edge with an overlock. Process the edge where the waistband is attached to the skirt. Make just one seam. Of course, if we were using a better fabric and we were doing it not for a video lesson, we would hide the seam, but we are showing the simplest technique.
Отутюживаем наш
Iron
хвост.
the waistband.
Шов
The
соединяется
seam is
только
turned
в
towards the wrong
сторону
side.
юбки. Смотрите. Вдергиваем нашу
Pull the
резинку.
elastic band through.
Вот смотрите, как
Stretch
сейчас
it.
вдергиваем нашу резиночку, потом вот так подрастянем, чтобы она равномерно разошлась. Сейчас
Natasha is going to sew the edges of the elastic band, and then we'll continue working.
Несколько раз
Sew it several times. Go back and forth so that it doesn't break.
Несколько раз для того, чтобы точно у нас резинка не разошлась. Очень прочно Наташа пришила. Все, сейчас начинаем.
We had to stretch it a bit, distribute along the waistband, and make the gathers equal.
Некоторая равномерность в нашей вот присборке. Вот видите, какая
Very nice skirt. When wearing, the elastic band will twirl inside. So now we'll iron the waistband a bit, and then we'll show you how to make the bar tags. Don't press it, but steam a bit.
И сама фалда тоже под ней чуть-чуть.
From the both sides. Don't press it hard, just a bit. And the falls from the inside.
Чуть-чуть, слегка только.
Very nice skirt, especially for the kids. Make first the bar tags on the side seams.
Вот так вот раз. Это для того, чтобы наша резинка
We
не
do it for our elastic band not to twirl.
а то она будет там выгибаться, куда ей захочется, и все время будет в свернутом состоянии, если не закрепить. Второй боковой шов. Вот так
Make one on the
точно
other side seam too.
закрепляем. Даже если больше не закрепить, чем в боковых швах, уже будет удобнее носить.
We decided that these two bar tags are enough. They won't let the elastic band twirl now. Let's process the bottom of the skirt with an overlock now. Process the edge with an overlock.
Обрабатываем срез на верлаке. После того, как обработали на верлаке, срез обязательно
Iron the edge before overcasting.
низа. Запомните,
Remember that if you make an overcast with an open edge on a flared half-circle skirt, take not more than 5 mm or even better 4.
Самое большое это 5 миллиметров подгибка, а лучше 4. Чем меньше
The less you
подгибка,
overcast,
тем
the
лучше
better
она
it
вас
fits.
вяжет. Смотрите. А если
If you
подгибать
take
больше,
more,
она будет
it will be
валить.
wavy.
Я уже сказала, 5
As I've already
это
said,
самое
5
большое,
mm
что
is
допускается
maximum.
при вот такой работе. Не пытайтесь там
Don't
1,5
try to fold
сантиметра
1.5
загибать и
centimeter.
думать, что
You
оно у
won't
вас
succeed.
получится. Никогда не получится. Всегда будут жуткие волны. Даже 7
Even 7
миллиметров
mm are too much.
Итак, Наташенька сейчас прошьет.
Natasha will stitch the whole bottom.
Полчаса работы, и наша
Half an
юбка
hour,
абсолютно
and the skirt
готова.
is ready.
Всё, она готова,
I
и
can
можно
go on a
садиться и
vacation.
ехать в ней отдыхать. Просто еще нужно выздороветь
I
осталось.
just need to get
Вот
better
смотрите,
first.
как красиво
See how
получается.
good the half-circle
За счет
skirt
того,
looks.
что у нас нету такой
It's
вот
because we
бешеной,
don't have
бешеной
too
вот
many
здесь вот
gathers
сборки,
here at the
она даже
waistband.
стройнит. То есть я
I
взяла
took the
два
hip
бедра
measurement for the
и
waistband
сделала его
so
на
that I can
пояс,
put the
для
skirt
того, чтобы
on.
не пролезать через бедра. Не надо ни в
Don't
полтора
take
раза,
1.5
ни в
or
два
2
раза,
times
не
more.
далее. Вот она вот как красиво лежит.
It's
Видите,
enough and fits very
наша
good.
резиночка.
It will be very comfortable to go on a seaside in such a skirt. Of course, it doesn't suit these shoes and blouse. I just want to show you the technique. So take the fabric and make such skirts. We are Paukshte Irina Mikhailovna and Yastribov Alexey. Goodbye.